Hello. This video is going to give you a quick tutorial on how to remove the hinges from the Lewmar Low Profile hatches that you can see on some of the Beneteaus. I've got a 2002 Beneteau Oceanus 473, and I wanted to remove one of the size 10 low profile hatch lids and couldn't find easy directions on how to remove the hinges. So this video shows you kind of how to do that from some directions I found and just a little tinkering. So the first thing you have to do when we're doing this is you've got these little plastic hinges that you've seen in all the videos, and you just use a small screwdriver to snap these guys off. It'll take a little work. I use just a little flathead screwdriver like this and just wedged it inside underneath, and then it'll eventually pop off if you work it off for a minute. Now the interesting thing is these little guys right here, these hinges right here. I didn't find a video that showed me how to do this. I found some directions online and I sort of figured it out from doing the work, but I thought I would save somebody else the time, because I'm sure there are many people out there trying to figure out how to do this too, when you want to maybe just replace the hatch lid versus replace the entire hatch, which was what I wanted to do in this case, because taking the entire hatch out of the boat wasn't necessary. The leak I had was just from a cracked lid. So what you do is these little guys right here are screws, as you can see from the threads in the middle. And so what you do is you put the put a little, like I used an Allen wrench on each one of these at roughly a 90-degree angle to each other, like that, right? So, and then I'm just going to pull these together like so, and I'm going to, as I do that, I'm going to replace them each time. Forgive me. Like that. Right, and they're going to come together. The second pair, like I'm doing right now, are much easier than the first pair, but they are basically the same mechanism. You're just pulling these together so that the screw in the middle, these two start to compress together. And once that happens, this whole guy, this center assembly, will pop out. It takes a little work. Be patient. You can already see, if you look in there, the screw's starting to come together like it's supposed to, which is kind of what you want. So we just keep doing this. Doing it one-handed while holding an iPhone is not the world's most ideal approach, but you can see now it's pretty loose. So it gets to a point where you can pretty easily pull it out. Not quite there yet. Do a few more rounds. There. Then get this little guy out of there. There. So now he's out. Like that. And again, sorry for the... So then you'll, put this guy over here. So I've got one for the left and one for the right. This guy the inside pin just comes out really easily. That's a nice, simple pin. Set it there. This character takes a little more work. As you can see from this side, it's essentially the same kind of stainless steel or aluminum probably pin. And it's just got a plastic sheave around it. What I did is I took a screwdriver like this and a hammer, and you just get in here and very slowly just sort of pound out the plastic. Unfortunately, I can't do that with one hand. You need both. So I'm going to stop here. But you'll see once you get it out, once you pull it all the way out like this frame comes loose at that point. And you no longer have yourself a lid that's attached to a lid that's attached to this frame. It'll just come right off. So I'll pause now. So I pulled the old hatch apart, and I noticed a few minor differences worth noting that I think you can choose for yourself how you want to deal with. And they are the old pins in the older hatches on the outside. So these are the ones that go here on the outside. They're not metal, they're two-part plastic. So you can see they kind of go together like that. Right, and the newer ones inside, the ones you'll get, they have a plastic ring to them, or rather, they have a plastic sheath to them, but they are in fact inside stainless steel, I think, or aluminum rather, probably. And so the parts will differ a little bit. They'll fit just fine, I think, but they are different. So I'm going to use, in my case, I'm going to use these new ones versus these older ones just to replace them. And also, you'll notice the inner pins are also this sort of plastic material versus the new ones. I grab one of the newer ones. It's this aluminum or stainless steel. I think it's aluminum for its weight. And I'm going to use the newer ones as well. They look like they'll fit just fine. They're just different.